ago. And, but that's not where I'm going to start this story, because I'm going to start with a pop quiz, because I know you're very smart, okay? So this is a test to see if you're awake. There are two things in life that are certain, and one of them has already happened to you. Death and taxes, no. And by the way, has nothing to do with what happened last night. It has nothing to do with the purple Jesus, okay? I don't even know what that is, but I don't want to know. Thank you, yes. No, you guys are the smartest students in the country. I know it takes a lot to get into Western. The first one that's already happened to you is that you were born. And the second is that, yes, indeed, you will die, okay? So just to make sure that we start on a cheery note on a Saturday morning, I know we're all wrapped up, I want to tell you that you're all going to die, okay? I'm sure that'll get you wrapped up this morning. Yes. I know that we don't usually start off our Saturday mornings talking about the Grim Reaper, but I assure you that if you have cystic fibrosis, or you're living with a family with cystic fibrosis, you probably talk about it a whole lot more. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that when you talk about dying, it brings very quickly to light all of the things that matter about being alive. And I think that's a very good thing, and it's a very important thing to think about what's important about being alive. And the Marie Potton Award, Spirit Award, is named after my very best friend. I have the honor of introducing it today. And Marie Potton was an incredible, amazing person. And she was actually the Shinerama commissioner in 1992 when you guys broke all records for fundraising. They raised $95,000, $98,350 that year. And the second school behind them, I think it was Laurier, raised like 43. Woo! And no offense, like we're not trying to say that you're better than anyone else, but that year just went psycho for fundraising. And one of the reasons it went psycho for fundraising was because Anne-Marie was at the helm. And I can tell you that she approached everything that she did in life with an incredible amount of dedication and devotion and serious spirit. She was really, really fun, incredibly energetic and vibrant. And none of us, in a million years, none of her close friends or her family or any of the children that she helped or any of the students she worked with, in a million years would have imagined that Anne-Marie's life was going to end faster and sooner than all the people she was trying to help with cystic fibrosis. But that's actually what happened. And the story is like this. She went for a hike, she was a whistler, and it was a beautiful day, it was Thanksgiving. She went for a hike by herself, which, by the way, we've all now learned is a bad idea. And she breathed in that beautiful mountain air and that majestic view, and she never came back. And what happened is that we didn't know what happened for a whole year. Can you imagine that? A whole year. And what we found out a year later was that she'd slipped on the glacial ice, broken her femur, and died in the night. And I can tell you, she was 24. Losing your best friend like that seriously sucks, okay? And not only that, but the experience sears into your mind the important things about being alive. It prints you indelibly, because suddenly the reality that you don't know what's going to happen is very, very real. And there you go. That's Anne-Marie's story. And you know, when I was preparing to talk about Anne-Marie today, I couldn't remember what she did at Western. What the heck did she study at Western? And it's not because she didn't use her degree, okay? Because, by the way, some of you may not even use your degrees. But I hate to be bringing bad news about that too. But the thing is, it actually doesn't matter. By the way, she did graduate, and she had a poli-sci geography degree when she left. The thing is, I want to tell you something. The things that you do in life are not as important as you think they are. If you become a incredible engineer or a Nobel Prize winner, it is not nearly as important as you think. What is actually important is the spirit that you do it with. Because when the Grim Reaper shows up at your door and you say, hey, wait a minute, I want to show you my Nobel Prize. I just want to tell you how much money I raised in Shinerama. He's just going to say, like, get in the truck, man. And just like this, just in an instant, what is going to be important is what kind of person you are. What kind of decency do you have? What kind of compassion, capacity for kindness and enthusiasm and warmth? And what kind of resilience do you have in the face of adversity? What kind of fighting spirit have you got? That is what actually matters. And that is what the Marie Potton Spirit Award is about. Because Marie had spirit like nobody's business, I'm telling you. She really did. And in fact, last night I was with Ali, our friend, who also was a student of Western and was part of the Shinerama team in '92 when they broke all the records. And Ali has this incredible scrapbook of all these letters that Marie wrote to the Shinerama team, which I've never seen before. And I was absolutely floored looking at them yesterday. I could do an entire seminar on leadership by looking at those letters, at things that I didn't even know about her. She's incredibly full of spirit. And what I want to tell you today is that if she were here talking to you, she would be encouraging you like nobody else. She really was incredibly encouraging, and that's what the award is about. The best thing about Anne-Marie was that her very best quality was she would bring it out of others. And she was down to earth and bright and no airs about it. Just one of those great people that you love. So the last thing I want to leave you with is just this thought, is that you're going to go out today and do what you're doing, and keep in mind that you may as well not save your best for tomorrow because it's about today. And I really want you to remember it's what the spirit that you do, what you do with, that matters. And thank you so much for all of your passion and enthusiasm and great stuff. When we walked in here today, I was just like, yeah, look at this spirit. It's amazing to see. And thank you all for all of that and for all of your efforts, because all of that passion that you have really does make a big difference. So have a great day.